Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am going to do a little review of the top 5 springtime baits that I like to use in the springtime for bass. Here we go. I'm going to explain to you how I like to use them and where I like to use them. Let's start off with this guy right here. This is a lipless crankbait made by Rapala. As you can see right down here, it's a Rapala Rip Wrap. And I like to use this just about everywhere because I'm more of a power fisherman. I fish a lot with fast lures. Like you can see, there's a little bit of weeds right there. But yeah, I use a lot of moving baits, as you'll see. And this is one of my favorite, especially like after a cold front situation. This thing's got a lot of vibration and everything, and this will cause a lot of reaction strikes. So this is one of the lures right here. I usually use it on a 7 foot, 7.5 foot. It just depends on how far I need to cast, but usually about 7 foot, medium heavy. It gives you enough power to rip it out of grass if you get stuck in grass, and it's got a lot of backbone and a little bit of forgiveness for the big treble hooks, so you don't rip the treble hooks out of the fish's mouth. Second one is another moving bait, and this one is a striking KVD lip square bill. I like this square bill, and I usually fish around like rip wraps and rocks and just a bunch of laydowns and stuff, and this thing will deflect just about off of everything. And these oversized hooks, these are awesome, especially on the short strikers. Whenever they'll come and barely tap on the end of the hook. And do not be afraid to fish this thing fast. It will deflect, and the bass will get mad, and they will hit this without a problem. I promise you that. And also, I use this on a little bit softer rod than a medium heavy. It just depends, but most of the time, also a medium heavy or a medium usually will do very well with this one. And something similar to that is this Rapala. This is DT6. This one will do awesome as well. I usually like this, either this crawdad pattern, or this is my favorite. This is my favorite color combination, and this is my favorite square bill right here that's I've used so far. And the next bait we're going to is also a moving bait, and it is a chatterbait. I will throw this lure almost all year round. Yes, some people will disagree with me, but on those cold front days, it is hard to beat one of these vibration jigs. They will hit this with a lot of force, and this one I usually use with a little bit heavier rod, like a medium heavy or even a heavy, just because of that single hook, and you got to drive it in. And I trailer it with a rage craw most of the time, and yeah, it works awesome. I love this. I usually use it in either this black and blue, or I will use one of those bluegill pattern or a green pumpkin. And then the next jig is one of the jigs that is very hard to beat in the springtime, especially right around the spawn time. Whenever they're going up to the beds, they're getting ready to spawn. At least for me, like I said, this is my opinion. Now, this black and blue jig is all around my favorite jig to fish. People will argue that there's different times for different colors, but I like to keep it very simple. If they won't bite this jig, I use this guy, a brown one. That's it. I do not have any other colors. I guarantee you that. These are the only two colors I use. and they work awesome. Like I said, either they'll bite this jig or they'll bite this jig. And I will put the trailer colors and trailer shapes and sizes, whatever the fish tell me they want to bite that day. Because sometimes they want a big trailer, sometimes they want a small trailer. And sometimes they want a lot of appendages and those claws and everything. And sometimes they want a little subtle one. So let the fish tell you what they want. But these right here are probably my two favorite flipping baits. Just like that. And then, whenever all else fails, nothing works. None of those first four jigs work. First four lures work. This guy is my go-to. I like to use it weightless. But if it doesn't work weightless, I will put a little bit of a weight on it. As you will see, I'll link a video down in the description below. It will show you how I was fishing the lizard with the tungsten weight, and I had the weight pegged. And usually I will Texas rig it, and I like to fish it weightless most of the time, especially whenever I could see the fish on beds. It is this right here is one of my favorites. It is really one of my favorite lures to use at all times. Even though I said I am a power fisherman most of the time, but whenever it's springtime and they're bedding and they're spawning, this right here is hard to beat. And my favorite color in these is right here, guys, right here, this watermelon seed made by Zoom. And like I said, this is one that I love. And here are the lures that I really like to use during the springtime. These work the best for me, and I will share my secrets. I will share the lures, just like this, fellas. So like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the water in the next one. God bless.